Last session, the company fled the chaos in Downridge, following the smuggler's map into the in-betweens with Snotty and Gwen. Litha dimmed her glow. They dodged another party's distant flicker of light and then climbed a hidden route out onto the first step. Camp came with raw talk about prejudice and an untouched silk rope discovered on Humphrey's watch beneath an overlook. At dawn, smuggler signs were found along the banister, along with a hidden way up to the next step. The company then made their way steadily up until they reached a battlefield marked with memorials, scorch marks, and a toppled, defaced bust of Big Ben Harthworth. Gwen gathered historical scraps, while Humphrey brooded and then sparred with Santiago. On the next, windswept step, a polished nail stood alone in the center when suddenly gunfire rang out. Litha shoved Gwen clear and snapped a shot into the timber beneath a peaking cap, tumbling a hidden fairy sniper. The body was dragged over to the banister and thrown over as a grim warning. When a rope dropped from the lip above, Santiago started climbing. A blade cut it, but he somehow landed on his feet. Humphrey then went juggernaut and surged up the stairface with Santiago hitching a ride, pounding in handholds. Near the top, he hurled Santiago into two ambushers fleeing for a crack in the in-betweens. Pistol and steel quickly ended their retreat. The company claimed the ambushers' long keyskets, pin tips marked with 3 stars and a full-length rope. A rifle was pressed into Gwen's hesitant hands before the fallen tri-starred ambushers were fed into the shadows, the grim offering accepted by a spidery limb. With the wind rising and the stair still towering, the company set their sights back on Topridge and their contact named Alexander.
Alrighty. Hello everyone, welcome back to now episode whatever it is, 12 I think of our household campaign. Yeah, we're carrying on from last session, as the recap just said, on the stairs heading up towards Topridge. And I wanted to quickly turn it straight over to the players and ask, well, I think we're going to try and push things along a little bit after the last thing that happened with the kind of the ambush at the that pinhead, the attack with the tri-starred, or the fight with the tri-starred. Well, it wasn't really a fight; it was more like a massacre, if we're honest about this.
That's true.
Yeah, every challenge I throw at you doesn't really feel like a challenge, so we'll see if I can change that.
They started it.
Yeah. Our
NPCs are more challenging in the social situations, Matt.
Yeah.
Really nasty pieces of work.
Mm-hmm.
So after that event happened, why don't turn it over to you and say you've been kind of traveling up. It's been the typical sort of at every step has been a little bit of a puzzle trying to figure out, how to get up. You'd ideally not like to go back into the in-between because there's no guarantee. Sometimes there's cracks in the steps, either in the wall or in the actual stair, like the stair face itself, where you could go into the in-betweens, but there's no guarantee that there's going to be another exit on the next step, or handholds, or it's going to be any easier to go up. So you've been trying to avoid that, I'm assuming. And yeah, you do actually have this long rope now as well, of course. Remember that you got from the last encounter with the fairies. So that will probably make things a little bit easier, but it's still a case of trying to find your way up every step. So I want to kind of fast forward things, like maybe a day and a half after that last encounter. So you're kind of pulling yourselves up to another step. And, you're kind of high up now. So there's it's a bit windier. And as a result, they're a bit more barren. The steps, this sort of like maybe getting up to sort of 2/3 of the way up the stairs. So yeah, you're going to be setting up camp for the evening, as you come up to this next step. And yeah, why don't the three of you kind of, let us know how you're feeling about this. this now that you're like 3 days in, sort of.
It's very clear that Santiago is he's trying to hold his mood up, but he's getting tired and weary and not used to sleeping outside like this a lot. We have done it before, but this is harder, and he spent a lot of his energy on the last fight. So he's a little bit more quiet. But he's trying really, and people who know him can see he's trying to keep up the mood, but it's harder for him.
Yeah. Well, Humphrey looks equally miserable with his torn clothes after going Juggernaut. He took one of the coats from the TriStar ambushes, and he's really looking around, looking for more traces of the attackers, if there are any more, if there are any hideouts here. It seems, not yet completely paranoid, but very on edge, and even more withdrawn than usual.
Yeah, actually, for Letha, like a bit of her spirits have returned with that last challenge. And this whole climb, you can see the wheels in her head turning, like she's thinking about something. And when we are about to set camp, she will address her thoughts when it comes to this.
Okay.
Like
So
she would sit down.
Look on. Sorry. I was gonna say we can move
she
straight
would
into the camp scene. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Humphrey's cooking the meal and it's getting consecutively better with each step, basically. It's not saying much, but he's
Practice
trying
makes
his best.
perfect.
Practice makes perfect. Yeah.
That's good.
Everyone likes their mushrooms steaks a little bit crispy.
Yeah, better than raw.
Yeah.
So Carmen pulls up like a. Oh, there's no logs, I guess. You make yourself comfortable around the fire, and Gwen's.
Yeah, I think
you
kind of.
can see that Gwen is also exhausted. Almost every day, at the end of every day, you probably actually stop. You might have been able to make even better progress if Gwen wasn't with you, because she's just not used to this. She's not as. I mean, even Santiago is maybe not used to this sort of. Like hiking, if you will, or whatever, but his fitness level's much better than hers. So yeah, she's exhausted, kind of just almost falling asleep sitting upright, like, oh, finally we're stopping for the day. Okay. And
Humphrey would always try to set up a little concealed fire, like digging a little pit as far as possible here and giving a little bit of cover so the flames are not that far, not seen that far wide. In the open, if that's possible, I'd gladly roll.
Sure. I mean, you've also got things that you can kind of set up a little bit. I think you have a tent with you, for example, so you can position the fire in a specific place. You have Snotty. Snotty, when Snotty's kind of like curled up, is probably also taller than a fire. So maybe not from above so well, because that would obviously set fire to things. But I think there's no rolls needed or anything. You've got enough stuff with you, I think.
Okay.
That's perfectly acceptable. Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. You guys, I have thoughts, like always, about what happened with these TriStar guys. I kind of feel like it's safe to assume that they didn't happen to be there by accident. So I probably think they infiltrated the military in Downridge, like something that they always do. Like they conceal themselves as soldiers, because, well, it's easy to do. And so probably Gwen's stuff is with them. That's something I think, because like it would make perfect sense. Like they are searching for Argo's tomb too. We encountered them like when we first got our first clues and hints, and so I feel we don't know enough. Like, what do we know about Argo, and what have those guys to gain from finding his tomb? Like, what is the thing that's so important about this? We know that he researched contracts and all that stuff, but I think we should figure out what they are wanting to do, what they are trying to gain from this, because I really don't like this feeling of being hunted.
Me neither.
Like they constantly come after us, and I feel like they are always a bit of a step ahead. Even though they didn't survive that, but you know, it feels wrong.
Yeah.
And
Humphrey's turning one mushroom fillet in this pan and says, depends. Miss Summers here seemed to be a step ahead of them before, until they got her notes and everything. So wherever we were heading, they are heading to now, I guess. They look towards Gwen. Yeah.
Gwen kind of
next location for them is Copperidge.
Yeah, she's nodding at this. She says, "Well, I suppose you know, if you're interested in contracts, then Argo's life's work was all about contracts, and you know there are some really powerful contracts. There's the spiders down in the basement, you know, where you can walk on the ceiling with the contract. They can grant some really powerful. They can grant people amazing powers. So if somebody thinks that there might be some contract that Argo found out about, that I don't know about, that could grant some sort of military advantage, I guess. It would seem strange to me for a spider to grant lots of, like, an army an ability, but who knows? I mean, maybe there's spiders out there who would be interested in that. I haven't found anything like that, but of course I haven't found all of Argo's notes. I don't know. I haven't found his journal. I don't know all of the contracts that he's written down. Nobody does. That's what we're trying to find. And yeah, I mean, if they've got my notes, they know exactly where I was heading, where I'm going, and maybe at the university up in Tuberdam, we might bump into them again. I don't know. I didn't think about that.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we will. And I think we need to make friends, because I feel like we also need people in important positions that might give us information or have their eyes open or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not smiling in character.
Who has any friends of you? Who of you has any friends?
I'm smiling because I was just looking at the character sheets earlier. I'm just going to show this because I looked at Humphreys again, and I was like, surely there's something wrong with this character sheet, because he's like, society is a dump stat. Literally everything is ones. And I looked at the actual, double checked the book. I was like, oh, that's how he's the only character in all of the book that has ones across the board in any of the one stats. So sorry, that's just like, yeah, for social stuff.
2 dice. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's good enough.
Sorry. Yeah.
Humphrey gives a
Yeah, go
snarl and says, "So who of us has friends here, especially in the upstairs?"
Gwen says, well, I actually know some of the I know one of the professors in Tuberdam at the university there. I've never met him, but I've corresponded with him a few times. So there's at least a connection there. And you know, as soon as I'm in the university, people in universities, we tend to, you know, if we're passionate about a subject, we get on really well. Usually, I mean, normally, you know, our it doesn't matter if one of us is a boggart or, you know, a sprite. I think once we get to
Santiago looks over at her and says, That was not at all my experience of being at academy. Everyone was out to get everyone.
Oh, yes. Well, universities, I guess, a little bit different to a fencing academy, Santiago. Because in a fencing
Okay.
academy, you're probably
learning.
it's very competitive, right? And at a university,
Yeah.
it can be competitive at a university, but it's generally more about the pursuit of knowledge, and at least that's my experience. She also has a very, very narrow experience of what she was doing at
Yes.
university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a question about the contracts. All of us living in the house have contracts, right?
But yes, yeah. We have our
From our people.
Yeah.
Did Argo ever talk about breaking contracts and how you don't get terrible things to happen to you?
Well, that's one of the things.
Bloody hope so.
One of the avenues he was looking into was dealing with the terrible things. But I mean, I'm just trying to remember if there is a way that you can get rid of them anyway mechanically, right?
I don't know.
I think so. Well, fulfill them, but that's not possible for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Humphrey issues each of you a very crispy and flaky mushroom steak.
Oh,
Gwen's like blowing on it, trying to keep it cool. And she says, "Yes,
Yeah.
well, the hereditary contracts that we all have, they're just something that we're born with. But other contracts, they're granted by powerful beings in the house. And from what I know,
Is
I
the
only know
peace
a few of
held?
them.
Is the peace held by a contract?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Other
very good
creatures?
question.
Uh,
I think it's more of
Yeah.
a truce, like a political thing, than an actual. There
Oh,
might have
yeah.
been contracts agreed between some of the politicians,
Mhm.
but I believe it was like an appointment. Like there was an what's her name? The
So-
empress now. What's her name?
So-
Astarova, Tsarina, Arcadia,
Arcadia.
Tsarina,
Arcadia.
Arcadia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Arcadia, I found it. Obranovna. So she's the
Oh yeah.
Or was she the previous one?
No, she's the empress.
She's the current one.
Oberon was the one before
Right.
who
Yeah.
died. I think. by
So
essence,
there's
something like that.
this a signed treaty, the Astravaya Treaty, which is what all kind of governs all the laws currently being enforced in the house, and the terms of the armistice. So it's very much a political kind of thing rather than,
Well, okay.
as far as I understand, rather than a formalized contract.
Could be useful to make a contract out of that to keep the peace. Right? Like
Yeah. Or it could be a motivation, to learn how to break a contract like that. But then
Oh, but
if they
contracts,
don't need that,
if
perhaps-
they're a very personal thing, contracts, and if a politician makes a contract, they can. There's plenty of ways to wiggle out of it and get somebody below them to break it, without them having to do it themselves. So,
Oh yeah.
but maybe there's a way
Well,
to find a
but we
powerful
all have
being
those-
to make something even more powerful. I don't know.
And as you said, Miss Summers, we all have those hereditary contracts upon us without us ever wishing for them nor doing anything to gain them. We are born that way.
That's
Right.
life. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have a thought, Humphrey. Like your contract with the spider, you had to sign it, right?
Yeah. And he's rubbing his hand like,
Yeah, and the spider took it. So the binding thing in this contract specifically is this scroll.
oh
Right.
no, I gave him my word. Actually, I signed something, but I also gave him my word and gave him my hand, because that's a little bit itchy now right now.
That's true, but I kind of feel like these scrolls may be important. Like, we all have specific ways to form a contract, and to get into a contract.
Yeah.
So what connects all them might be those scrolls that those spiders provide. Maybe if you can collect those scrolls, you can collect power over those contracts.
And I mean,
Like, if Argo has a collection of old documents and contract scrolls and stuff like that, maybe that is something they could be after. If those scrolls have a bit of power.
and also like Humphrey is looking for words, when the hereditary contract, like when we have the contract with the hearth, all the boggarts have, and they also demand that we bind new contracts when we give our word of honor, right? So are those linked? Is there a contract scroll or other, I don't know, other binding token about those? Like, I don't know what those Cinder Knights and the Heart are up to, but maybe there is something. And this something, the Hearth, or I don't know, the other forces around us, they are masters of our lesser contracts that we that doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Well,
if the next goal for sorry, Gwen. Luscious.
well, there's just
Go on.
there's a lot of speculation. There's a whole field of study at all of the universities in the house about contracts, and we're kind of people devote their lives to these, like Argo. Nobody knows a lot of these things. Argo came closest. He was the foremost expert on the subject before he disappeared, with all of his diary and his notes, which is why I think everyone's after them, because if we can figure out a little bit more about the contracts, or what Argo knew about them, then maybe we can get a little bit more. Well, potentially there's somebody could become quite powerful if it fell into the wrong hands, which is why it needs to stay in a university. It needs to be made available. This knowledge needs to be made available to everyone in the house, and not just, radicals.
Yeah. So, and there is one thing when we go forward, like, we all agree that the TriStar probably infiltrated Downridge. So they looked into all our documents. They know exactly who they are searching for now, probably. And word will travel because, like, the fairies are kind of providing military everywhere. And if they are infiltrated by the TriStar, like, they are everywhere, and our information might be everywhere amongst them. So I suggest not to go the official pathways into the next city, like when we come to Top Ridge, and maybe we should follow those smugglers' sign, because
Yeah, talking about allies.
You're talking
Sounds
about
like fun.
sneaking into the university more rather than going there directly. I
well,
suppose.
first of all, sneaking into the town itself, and then from there.
And the university isn't at Top Ridge, right? It's the other place.
No, it's at Tuberdam.
Tuberdam.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So,
that makes sense, I guess, if you think that's what's best.
I think it's a way to track us, at least, even if they don't put up a hindrance, like to stop us in there, but at least it's a way, if we show up, it's a way to track us. And I don't want them to track us. I don't like that.
Yeah.
If we get into trouble, one could use, a feint or a distraction, or someone, flamboyant could go and make a big noise in some other town, doing something fun.
Someone flamboyant.
Mm-hmm.
Who could that be?
Who would that be? Yeah, it's just a suggestion. I think we should kind of pay attention to those signs we are already following, and try and use those smuggler pathways.
Okay.
And as you said, we need allies. When they are everywhere, we can't trust any fairy, because they might be one of those Tri-Start, or other sort of corrupt bastard. Well,
Well, I don't know,
we
Humphrey.
should
If
look
I
for
agree
our
with
own
that.
corrupt bastards.
Hey, not all Slua is like me, no?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
And
but we can't.
Not all.
We don't know, Miss Summers. We don't know who is a Tri-Start secretly or not. It's not. I cannot discern it, and I don't know if you can. But if I don't know the affiliation of my opposite, then, well, I stay wary.
I don't know if I can live my life looking sideways at every fairy I come across.
You should better start doing that, Miss Summers, after what they did in Downridge and when I stole your notes, which were extremely important to you, I remember.
Sorry there, Happy. I'm not going to live my life that way either. It sounds much less fun. More fun to, find out and then seek revenge.
Free shrugs. Trust must be earned. That's what I say.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I think stopping the Tri-Start is somehow is a better course to take than just being suspicious of everyone. But I take your point.
Yes.
I take your point.
I think we should be careful and aware that people are having it out for us, and we should kind of approach especially officials with a grain of salt.
That reminds me of one evening back in Villetta I had, and he goes into a long story about classmates trying to backstab him in alleys and stuff like that. He got bored.
Yeah. As you're kind of launch into your story, even though it's you tell it in a very exciting way, Gwen starts properly nodding off now, and I think we'll kind of draw the scene to a close there, unless anybody else wants to put any final points in.
Yeah, Humphrey wants to add after Santiago's story. He wants to add. Well, what do you think? Are there any more out here on the stairs? For now, they mostly had their hideout somewhere in the wilderness, like somewhere in the in-betweens under the carpet plains, and they know the in-betweens here very well.
I don't know.
Do they have one more outpost here? There will be coming more.
I don't really think so, honestly. We didn't find anything on them. I feel like they were a quick intervention. They had nothing with them, no rations, not anything. So they didn't plan on being here for long.
Yeah, that means they must have a base somewhere close.
Yeah, Downridge. I mean, it's not that far.
It was like 2 days, 3 days from Downridge.
It was like you were on your second. It was your second day when they attacked.
Okay. Yeah.
They would have had some rations on them. I think I probably was a bit too quick with my prep.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Also, like sleeping bags or anything where they could set up camp.
Remember they were
there
running
any
back. They
traces
were
of
running
them?
back to towards the in between, so they might have left supplies
Mhm.
in the in between, but they didn't have them on them. They kind of like
Okay.
set up their ambush spot. But they could have a base.
At
It's
least,
true.
yeah, at least it's fair to say they
Yeah.
know the terrain better than us, and they
Sure.
know secret ways and passages to surprise us.
Yeah.
I'm all about setting up watches as usual, and maybe
Absolutely.
trying a little maneuver to set a little trap once we have any more clues about their presence here. They're still after us. Well, every one of them is dead, if they've been only 3. But 3 taking on 4 in a mouse could be, could not be.
I mean, they're
Well, they
trained
had-
soldiers.
Yeah, the good had a good
Yeah.
advantage point. We had Letha. They didn't plan on that.
And it's not the
And you?
first time they had an encounter with us. Well,
Yeah.
Humphrey
They will learn.
Humphrey takes a second, like, I don't know if anyone survived, gave them the intel, but
Well, wake me in when it's my turn to have a watch. Okay?
sure.
Humphrey, first or second?
Second.
All right, I take first.
Okay.
Can
Yeah. Go on.
you can Humphrey also can give Humphrey freely the exhausted condition when he takes second watch, because he gets least sleep this way, or least REM sleep.
I think because you're. I mean, I feel like if you're all doing watches, we'll just let you keep the conditions free. Even though
Okay.
you're kind of taking it from a realistic perspective, that's kind of true. Yeah. So I kind of want
Humphrey
you all
would
starting
like
from
to-
a,
Almost.
If it's
from a-
possible.
a clean slate, kind of. Yeah. What do you want to do with Humphrey?
Humphrey would like to try to set up like a fake watch post at the fire, like putting his rucksack and cooking gear up and putting his cloak and his hat on it, and then climbing up where you have a good vantage point to surveil the.
So there's not going to be much of a place to
landscape around us, the
climb,
vicinity.
because we're
Okay.
on a very basically it's just like a wooden step on a stair,
Yeah,
and we're
yeah.
at the point now where they're all pretty barren. So you'd almost have to climb somehow up to the top
Yeah.
of the next stair to get any kind of height advantage. There's nowhere to perch really.
Yeah, if there is a convenient way, sure, but if not, then yeah.
You can kind of
Humphrey will
like make yourself like go out into the open a bit more and kind of like lay as flat as you can, something like that, so it's dark and you're kind of making yourself as low as possible, so if somebody is looking, their eye's going to be drawn more towards the fire. It's probably the best you can do.
Okay.
But yeah, we don't need to worry about it too much because nothing happens. You're woken the next morning. I guess the last watch would be by Santiago. As light is starting to pour into the house and morning is kind of creeping up on you. You hear a noise from, it's kind of the wind. There's a bit of wind. It's just died down a little bit. There's a sort of a strange noise you haven't heard coming from in the distance, lower down below, like from down the stairs. Do you want to walk to the edge of the steps and look down, Santiago?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to wake anyone else
The scene
up?
is like, Santiago was leaning over Humphrey, trying to be sneaky and steal his gun or something to teach him a lesson about being, alert and stuff. And he stops and saying, "Hey, Happy, wake up."
Humphrey has the experience. Letha still can't outsneak me. Can Humphrey just open the eyes and said, "I've been awake all along"?
Yeah.
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 Oh, boring. Santiago says, Rasmus likes it, but yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no rolls needed. As soon as you're
cool.
like listening for something, you can hear a kind of a rumbling, like a distant sort of rumbling sound, or clattering rumbling sort
I'll
of
go.
sound.
Yeah.
Do you want to wake Letha up
Try
as
to
well?
keep low.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Slippers.
Okay.
Slippers.
4 minutes.
Okay. I'll go investigate by myself.
Oh, something exciting. Yeah, I'm coming. And she's kind of sleepy and just trotting after you, but be fully awake after a few seconds.
Okay. Yep.
What's going on?
I hear something rumbling.
Okay.
Some kind of machine or animal.
Could we go to the edge, like keeping a little bit of a low profile and peek
Yep.
over the edge?
Yep. What you see is, I kind of forgot to mention this. There is a changing station halfway up the stairs for the old banister. So it's a few steps below you now. We'll say as you were kind of climbing up, you were maybe trying to avoid notice for this thing. You're technically not allowed to. It's only allowed for people who are traveling the banister. So people who can afford a ticket on the caravan. Rather than people climbing up the wild ways. So if you tried to climb up to it, you might have been like dealt with pretty harshly, like shot at, or if you had rope, like cut the rope or something. Yeah, we'll just say like you kind of walked past, you kind of noticed it. You didn't see anybody inside it or anything like that, and nobody was like shooting at you or anything like that. It was just kind of like it's like a small. It's mentioned here that it's a changing station, which is it takes 2 days to travel up the entire banisters with the caravan, and they stop for the night at the changing station. So it's kind of like a hostel type of thing is how I kind of see it. It can't be that big, but there's
like
just like
a stagecoach.
yeah, but like people traveling would have to be like able to sleep in there as well. So yeah, I don't see it as being particularly like fancy, but it would have to be big enough for all the passengers to be able to sleep. So what you see is, as you look out, is that there is an actual caravan that has left that charging station, and it's clattering up the banister, being pulled by a team of mice. And it's only a single like long caravan. You think that there was, you've not actually seen it, but you think that there were more like wagons or cars on the previous caravan that you'd kind of heard tales of, that it could take a certain number of people. And you recall that when you were down at Downridge, there was talk of a new caravan service that was going to be starting up, but it was like very difficult to get tickets for it, VIPs only, that sort of thing. So this must be the first like new caravan heading up, and maybe it only has only one carriage because it's that's the first time it's happening after the disaster, the tragedy. But yeah, you kind of watch, and it, after a certain amount of time, kind of goes clattering up the banister, and you can't really see it anymore, but you can hear that it's like above you and going on its way. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably stuff with security to the max. Let's hope they won't
Yeah.
stop there at Top Ridge.
It's only one big wagon. That's very VIP.
Can we see like any signs on the wagon, like from
Not
maybe
from
a
the-
royal house or important family, or
There's probably some
exclusive
sort of crest on the side, but
transport.
you couldn't make it out from the distance you were at and the angles and stuff. You might, I mean, when you get to Top Ridge, if it's still there, you can definitely take a look at it. But yeah,
nobody of us has a spyglass or something like that, right?
don't think so.
Oh,
No,
do
never.
your sniper rifle has like a telescope on it?
The long
sniper scope.
key skit.
Yeah, the
Are they
marquee
fitted with
side.
something like that? Not sure.
Nope, it's just longer.
No, not
looking at
really.
looking at the
Yeah,
artwork
it's
for
just
Yeah.
it's just
Okay.
lighter and longer. Yeah.
Yeah, could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But no.
yeah, you don't see any. You see that there is like some sort of like livery or a crest on the side of it. You know, like you would expect to see on any kind of coaching service as well. But you're not sure whether it's what it is exactly. Okay, so you make your way. You kind of make camp and continue on your way. Gwen is awake when you make your way back to the camp. She kind of noticed the caravan going past. Doesn't really comment on it at all. Yeah, and we'll say that after climbing a couple more steps, you actually make your way to a different step. You pull yourself up about lunchtime, maybe a couple more steps up, and as you pull yourself up, there's definitely something different about this step. There is basically what can be described as a woodland of mushrooms spreading across the step, and it's clumped very, very heavily at a point on the stair face, where it's kind of, if you can imagine looking at a stair and there's like mushrooms spreading out from a certain point on the stair face itself. So it kind of gradually goes out and thinner as you move away from this point. But there's clearly a point there where the mushrooms are getting they're thicker and thicker, and they're rising up, and in fact they almost reach the top of the next step. So, climbing these mushrooms shouldn't be too difficult, and once you're at the top of the mushrooms, it would be super easy to get to the next level.
How
Cool.
bright it is already? How's the light?
It's
at this
about
time?
noon. It's about noon. It's like lunchtime,
Okay.
I was saying.
So very bright light.
Yeah. There is a slight sort of moldy smell to the air, but not particularly like the ripe conditions for mushrooms, rather than there's a kind of like a sinister sort of like spore or something. Although you don't know, of course.
Yeah.
You can never be 100% sure with mushrooms. But these do look like the standard type of mushrooms that you would see. We'll call them like brown caps or something. So they have the kind of white stalks and they're kind of brown on top, that grow quite tall down on the carpet plains that you're familiar with. So they don't look particularly different or nasty. They don't look like red caps or anything like that. Or not red caps. What are they called? The ones with the red with the white spots. Anyway, they're really dangerous.
Flugsvamp in Swedish. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not what they're called in English. Anyway, fly agara or something like that. Anyway,
Yeah. Toadstools.
a toadstool is just a name for.
Yeah.
It's just another name for mushrooms. It's not a specific like variety or anything.
Okay.
They're called like fly
Oh, okay,
agara
that's
or
weird.
something like that, from memory.
Oh.
So you have this kind of smell of mold. It's kind of this kind of rich smell. It's kind of like a dampness to the air as well, like the humidity level's gone up, and you can make out this sort of like steady dripping sound coming from somewhere deep into the forest. So there's clearly some moisture that's feeding these this phenomena. Yeah. Can each of you give me it's just sort of like a passive perception sort of test. Can each of you give me a it's going to be, I think, a exploration.
Yeah. Sure. Looks like a perfect spot for an ambush. Oh,
Yeah.
2 basics.
Does it make sense to use my Pathfinder trait with this?
Let me just look at it again very quickly.
Or is
looking
it
for
more
trails or
of
trying to find your
of an
bearings.
in
No, this is
general
something.
thing?
This is something different, unfortunately. So no, it doesn't come into play here. No.
All right. Okay.
I've got
No,
two
Santiago
basics,
doesn't notice anything.
Okay.
and I guess I'm gonna push my roll. I try my luck.
Mhm.
One third chance, and nope, it's just one basic success now.
And what does Letha have?
Sorry.
Okay. I have a critical and a basic.
Okay.
Wow.
So, Letha actually
With
notices.
pushing. I pushed
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. But with a critical, you do notice a beetle, a small beetle, on the stair face that kind of, just as you're looking, it kind of like scuttles behind a mushroom canopy. So you only see it visible for a second before it kind of scuttles out of the way. But again, we're talking.
Well,
You've seen
there's beetles.
beetles being used as like pack animals before. It's kind of that sort of size, rather than there's also beetles as a hunter that are a lot bigger and quite aggressive. This looks more like the smaller variety. Again, only from a distance, but that was sort of the size of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's at least beetles living here.
Well, okay.
So it was more of a smaller kind, but sometimes there's a whole bunch of them, so should be careful.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say
Remind
with-
me again of the contract. Beetles are okay to mess with, right?
Yeah. They are not spiders.
Yeah.
Good.
I may only not harm a spider and the webs.
Mm.
Yeah. Humphrey
When-
says, yeah, would be also a perfect place for an ambush.
Gwen says,
Hmm.
Maybe we could.
they would have ambushed us already, right? We can maybe we can eat some of these mushrooms. Maybe we can get a bit of variety going in our rations. Maybe
Mhm.
hunt a few beetles, and they taste quite good too.
Except they
Okay.
want us alive for some reason now.
The beetles.
I will say Letha's
no.
Letha's critical plus basic will let you know as well that you're sure that the mushrooms are not toxic, and that you can actually eat them, this variety, but it's very, very bland. It'd be like the equivalent of eating white bread, kind of.
Anyway, we still would
unsalted.
have our masks, right? From the Dreadwood?
You still have your masks if you want to use them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you going to put them on?
So, well, if you could find a tasty mushroom, or if one of us could nail a beetle or two, that would be grand.
So I should say we're talking about the tall mushrooms that you can see. There could be other varieties of
Mhm.
mushrooms growing inside as well. It's also possible.
Yeah.
Gwen's looking
But we
very
should be
like,
wary if we go in there.
well, I'm hungry. It's time to eat, right? It's lunchtime, surely. Maybe we can. I know, Humphrey, that you're getting much better at cooking, and you can cook so much better than I can. But it's still just this. It's still the same ingredients being used.
Yeah.
Maybe we can mix it up a little bit.
With more mushrooms that taste
A
the same.
different variety. I've seen the mushrooms in your bag. They're a different variety than these ones.
I shrug and I say, yeah, let's take a little lunch first and then head into the forest. We don't know what waits there for us, and to face it with an empty stomach would be bad idea.
Okay. I take it you're going to be setting up some sort of watch while you're
Yeah.
eating, right?
Yeah,
So who's on
absolutely.
the watch?
Mm.
Humphrey
Me-
would sit there. Oh, okay, Letha, sure.
Oh, okay.
I look at Humphrey and is like, you go cooking.
No, I won't cook now. At the evening.
Okay, but
No, we got out. I imagine we have something like mushroom jerky. We just
Yeah.
chew while we sit there
Nice.
and
Yeah.
drink something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mushroom jerky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
The best rations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Umami. Yep.
So why don't you both give me? I don't normally like to do this, but why don't both of you give me one more exploration roll? In fact, Santiago, are you going to be?
Yeah.
You know, they're both keeping an eagle eye watch. Are you going to bother kind of keeping an eye as well?
I'm gonna keep an eye as well. It's
Okay.
what he does, and it's
Sitting
Well, why don't we
in a
get-
row, like
Why don't we
chewing on the
get, like,
jerky and looking at the forest.
Why don't we get a group roll then together, and let's get some help in here, just to get a nice big dice pool. So who's
Okay.
got the highest exploration test, or its stat when you're looking at street plus exploration?
I feel like Humphrey and I are equal.
You are, yeah.
I got
I'm just
5.
looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Letha, make
Same.
a check, and we support you.
All right.
You
Plus
said
2
you
then to
took the
this.
watch,
Yep.
so.
Okie doke. Dup, 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 dup. This is that. I'm going to push for some more. And yeah, we have 2 basics. Oh, wait, no. Give me a second. No, that's just 1 critical.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. You notice movement inside the forest. And it's not a beetle. It's taller than a beetle. You can't really be sure because it's kind of inside where this movement is. It's kind of dark because of the mushroom caps blocking the light from coming in. It's only for a moment, but you're absolutely sure that there's something moved in there. And the movement you think was more littling rather than like spider or something, like just the nature of the movement. You think there's a person inside that you saw moving.
All right.
And it was kind of almost like like shifting
First of
shadows.
all,
So if there's somebody in there, they're not like wearing bright clothes or anything like that. That would be easier to spot, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Everybody, we're not alone. I'll put up this camouflage thingy that I have from the guys we had in the forest. I think it will be of service for me in this environment, probably.
Yeah.
Wish I could say I didn't expect this, but they probably have already seen us, right?
Yeah, and they haven't attacked.
Yeah, not yet.
That's
Because
interesting.
we are too far away, and the forests are a way more advantageous position for experienced, well,
Or
trackers.
they are afraid of us as well. They should be,
Could be. There is a certain kind of, like, smaller beetle that acts as if they are, like, injured to lure out prey or lure away larger predators from their young ones. So maybe we could lure them out in some way. If they are some bandits or even TriStar, they would be interesting to catch us on the wrong foot. And Letha is very good concealed. So
So
Yeah,
you
well-
want to try and make some noise and limp around? Or...
yeah, that's how far Humphrey's creativity goes, and he looks like looking for help to all of you. Like some problems with the mouse, like cooking fire that escalated somehow.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Letha?
I don't know, they're probably watching us already. because we're not exactly what is like a small party in this. So I'm pretty sure they have seen us.
Mhm.
We could go for a hunt. I mean, if they move, they leave traces.
Yeah.
My usual tactic in ambushes is full aggression towards the enemy because they will always have the advantage until you're up close. But you guys seem to have another tactic, so maybe a combo.
Gwen says, Santiago, if someone was going to ambush us, wouldn't now be the best time to do it while we're near the edge?
Exactly. Yeah.
I think
He
how
pushes
far is
over.
the distance to the forest?
Like the equivalent of maybe like 10, 15 meters.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah. Okay. I thought
To
it
the
was
edge,
like
to the edge of them.
2 kilometers or something like that.
I mean, the
To
steps
the
not that.
edge.
The steps not that
to the
big.
edge of the
really.
forest. I thought. Okay, I
To
thought
the-
to
to
the
the
edge
edge-
of the forest.
The edge of the forest, like it's yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
maybe a bit more than that, but not. We're not
Okay.
talking kilometers. We're talking like maybe maximum 20, 30 meters. Nothing more
Okay.
than that.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
but
So
let's
easily
if
ambushable
I go
range,
up, see what happens, and you guys could what do you call it? Flanking.
You want to take the risk?
We
Absolutely.
don't even
No worries.
know if they are an enemy. I mean,
Exactly. I'll
But they could be.
pull out my my lancetta and shoulder my gun. I'm gonna leave the keysket at camp because it's big and wieldy. And then
Well, you haven't made a camp. You were just kind of sitting. You
Yeah,
didn't like make a
well,
fire.
yeah,
You didn't put a
okay.
tent up. You were just eating jerky, and keeping an eye on things.
But put down
so
the
I'll leave it by
rucksack, sitting on
my
them
by the
probably.
bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
And I walk
rucksack.
straight up to the edge of the forest and saying, "Hello."
I'm forgetting
Someone-
cover.
Yeah, someone answers back. It's a male voice.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Please, don't attack.
Well, the same. Who are you?
I'm coming out. Please don't shoot me.
Don't shoot yet. I add yet.
And you see two hands first appear from the shadows, followed by a man, or a man, a littling, coming out with his kind of hands up, and he's basically dressed like a farmer. He's his hands are, you can tell, are very coarse and kind of dirty. He's been obviously working. He's got a lot of like mushroom staining all over his he's got like a I don't know what you call it, like a smock kind of thing that he's wearing, and he's got very thick curly hair, and you see some wings peeking over his back.
Oh. I
He
look
comes-
over
he
at the
comes
other
out,
two and
He kind of steps out like basically from the shadows and
Oh.
doesn't come any closer to you.
Yeah.
Just stops and he says,
Yeah.
"Hello, travelers. Please, I don't want to frighten you, but if you're looking to trade, be happy to trade with you. Can I put my hands?
Absolutely.
Can I put my hands down?"
Yeah, put your hands down. I will.
He
Don't
puts
worry.
his hands
Standing
down.
there and
He
also
puts his hands down, but he's kind of like he has them like he's holding his. I can't do it without showing, but he's kind of got them just like holding them like this over his stomach, so they're visible.
Yeah.
And he says, we haven't had visitors on this step for quite a while. Do you have any food?
Okay.
Other than
Well, we have
other than
some
mushroom?
traveling solutions.
You see suddenly a beetle
We've mostly been eating
scurrying
mushrooms.
comes scurrying out from behind him, It's a small beetle,
Oh.
and some of you just start to flinch, and it kind of like just comes up to his leg,
Yeah.
and kind of like near his leg, like a cat or a dog or something.
Oh,
And he doesn't seem to notice it. Doesn't react to it
Hmm.
in any way, shape, or form. Food?
so we mostly have mushrooms as well, but a different kind.
Oh, I see. Would you be interested in
we
purchasing
might-
any mushrooms?
Perhaps
Not
it
not
depends
these.
on what you have.
Not
Do you have
these. He
any-
kind of taps. He taps the tree that he's next to. Not these ones, of
Oh.
course. They don't taste very good. We've got some good.
Oh,
have some
you
good
have
ones.
tasty mushrooms. Yeah. Does he seem as trustworthy as you're playing him here?
Well, that sounds like you need to make a test there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that
Um,
was what
This would be
fishing
insight.
after.
Insight.
Insight. That's 4 dice at least. Come on.
Saying that
got
I
the
would
basic-
try and stay
Yeah.
concealed.
Yeah.
Mm.
Humphrey's in the open and would try to
Ah.
see if there are any other persons in the mushroom forest, but please.
I'm
Both of you give
pushing
me-
that, and I got a critical.
Both of you give me an exploration
Yeah.
test. You got pushed it and got a critical.
Yes.
You sense no guile, no deception in him. Like he just seems like an honest. With the way he reacted when you said no, you only had. He was like he asked for if you had any food, other than mushrooms. When you said no, that's all you've got. He genuinely seemed deflated. Yeah. You really can't. You're
Huh?
pretty convinced. What did the two of you roll for your
So you
exploration
haven't-
tests?
No,
Just one
sorry.
sec.
I had a basic success and a critical.
Okay.
I have 2 basics.
Okay. Humphrey,
Oh, do
you
I
notice...
get anything from the camouflage cloak?
Not in this case. No, it doesn't help with your perception.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Humphrey, you notice movement in kind of deeper in behind this guy in the shadows. Just briefly.
He's not alone. Yeah.
Oh no!
I've
He puts his
noticed.
hands back up.
I shout.
Friend, listen,
There's
friend.
someone in the woods.
Please. And he turns around and he says, "Come out, please, before you end up getting shot. And please don't shoot.
How many
please don't shoot.
of you are in there?
It's just my wife and my daughter. Please don't shoot."
Wow.
And 2 more sets of hands come out, and indeed it is a female fairy and a probably about like a 7-year-old girl, also a fairy. They're all wearing like quite rough farmer's garb.
Humphrey lowers the gun a little bit, but keeps it still like ready. if
So
there's any
you
dirty
live here?
business.
Yes, our house is just deeper inside the forest. We have
Wow.
beetles. Our beetles help us to gather whatever we can find on the steps, and we cultivate a
Wow.
small mushroom forest, a mushroom garden, I should say, inside the forest.
Hmm.
Much
You
tastier
haven't
mushrooms
noticed
than these.
any. Oh, we were absolutely interested in buying some mushrooms off you.
Wonderful.
You haven't noticed other fairies traveling, perhaps trying to show that they're not fairies?
I don't know what you mean. Other fairies.
Yeah,
You notice it's
brigands.
very, very obvious. You see the little girl like looks up at her mum and tugs on her clothing, and the mum looks like kind of twitches and like shakes her head down, like trying to shake her head, like no, shh. No. We haven't had many travelers recently. No.
Okay.
Come.
Well, we happened to run into a couple.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Other travelers like yourselves?
What do you guys? Yeah, well, more sinister people trying to
Oh.
kill ourselves.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. Oh. Well, the stairs can be a dangerous place.
Oh. Hmm?
Yes,
Well, I
indeed.
turn over to the others. Do we want to buy some food and perhaps sit at the table? I look at them.
Yes, you're more than welcome to come and sup with us. And he turns and says,
Join us outside here for
Chérie,
some wonderful
can
food.
you go make
and then we can trade.
put the kettle on? And she takes her daughter.
Maybe you
and kind
join
of
us
disappears.
here
Ah,
outside. So, yeah.
But
And
we-
as
I see.
they go
We're
away.
gonna-
And Humphrey's.
Yeah. Humphrey, we're gonna have to travel that direction anyway, right? So
Yeah, but I wanted to. Yeah. Okay.
I truly don't seem that a farmer and his family is going to be a threat to us, except if they try to poison us. And
Yeah,
I feel
those
kind of
woods are
safe that
dangerous, as they said.
Maybe not
And I
then.
want
Hey,
to know how they survive here in the dangerous wilderness.
Let's go talk to them.
I think we're about to find out. Maybe they are not dangerous, but the people who protect them.
Hmm? Or racketeer them.
So we should keep our eyes peeled.
Oh yeah. We already also saw like the little girl tugging the skirt of her mother, right? Dress of her mother.
I said there was no
Mhm.
role needed. It was very, very kind of childlike, obvious, and you're all keeping your eyes on them anyway. So, okay, so you're gonna. He's kind of standing there like, well, I'm inviting you into my home, but you. It sounds like maybe the boggart there that looks really grumpy doesn't want to come in. Yeah, he's just
Hey,
kind of
Happy,
like,
I'm gonna go for cooked meal. I'm not saying that you can't cook a meal, but something else.
Now you see Humphrey's eye twitching a little bit. Now it's getting personal and says, "Well, get yourself stuffed, man. I stay outside."
Yep.
And just be happy
See,
with my
I will bring
red
you
jerky.
something, Happy.
No need. And
Okay.
he's just like, wow. But he
Gwen's
follows
like,
them to the hut probably.
Gwen's happy to go inside as well. Is Letha gonna go in?
I'm kind of looking at Humphrey. You will stay and watch.
Yeah. See if I see anything dirty.
Mm-hmm.
I have no good feeling
yeah.
about this food they are cooking for us. So
I'm not really having a feeling about the food. I'm sure it's fine. I'm wondering how they do here all by themselves. And they don't seem like people who are able to defend themselves against something that is coming from the outside, and it's dangerous out here, as you said. So I have a feeling that we won't be alone for long, maybe.
exactly what I thought. So yeah, maybe you find some answers. I'm burning to know what's
Right.
going on here.
So
But I watch your back.
yeah, I'll try. Okay. I'll go in with the others.
Okay. As the three of you, so Gwen, Litha, and Santiago approach or get deeper in, you see, yeah.
I will leave Snotty with Humphrey.
Sure.
Because she's kind of sensitive, and I'm probably very able to be alert if some danger is brewing, like some instincts kicking in or something like that.
Snotty is used
It's
to
not it
Humphrey by now.
being more kind to Humphrey.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
okay.
it's more like Snotty is tolerating his presence.
Yeah.
You know, you guys have all been
Not every
traveling
now.
together
Yeah.
enough that, you know. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's
So,
potentially
only a
friendly
little bit of
necessarily,
pee.
but it's not like she hates him anymore quite so much. Okay.
Yeah.
So the three of you, as you follow the farmer kind of into the forest, You see that there's a little patch of light that's coming through near the wall, and it's lighting up a house. That's less a house and more like a makeshift. You know, if you've, I've got in my head, it's an image of imagine somebody who's been shipwrecked on an island and they've made a house out of like shipwrecked stuff. It's kind of like that, right? It's kind of all sorts of random stuff that's been found, pieces of wood, preserved like logs of mushroom trees, and kind of been made into this like shanty house, but it's fairly spacious. And you can see that there's kind of like a little chimney, and the chimney has this really like large like thing on top, so that as the smoke is coming up the chimney, it's kind of dispersing really like widely out rather than going up in a straight line, which is why you couldn't see Humphrey can't see any smoke coming out, because it's kind of just dissipating quite widely, and then it's also under the whole canopy of the mushrooms as well. And
Also shows like some
thing,
expertise, right?
Yeah, for sure. The one thing that you do notice as well is that it's quite obvious is that there is a fairly large piece of like very new looking piece of like wood that's kind of like making up the main portion of the house. And you're pretty sure that it looks like, because you guys have all traveled, it's part of a like a caravan wagon, like a piece from a caravan. You haven't come across the site of the Bannister tragedy yet. You have a feeling you're going to come across it at any moment. You know, because you'd expect to see, like, it wasn't that long ago. It was like maybe a year ago, but there's probably still some wreckage or some damage or something from what happened. This is probably like that from that. We're gonna stop there just as he kind of opens the door and lets you go in. You can see actually his wife it's kind of small inside. There's a table, and like there's a little kitchen area where his wife is preparing something. Humphrey, you're kind of like keeping an eye, and basically just as you see it, a large wolf spider just like descends, boom, and is just like right in front of you. Spider friend. You mean the family no harm, yes?
If they don't mean us any harm, I have no problem with them. They are. And I squint my eyes at the spider, and they are under your protection.
Yes. This is why I permit your friends to enter. You are spider friend.
What if I would not have been with them? Would you have eaten them?
Most likely, yes.
I shoot a quick glance to the door. And you told them?
You can't see the door. It's they're deeper inside. You can't see where they are.
To the house in general. And like you knew we were coming, or do they invite strangers all in their own and, well, get an easy supper for you?
I gauge the visitors. They are innocent, mostly. They need trade for supplies. But if there is a threat, I I will protect them.
That's
You may pass,
very generous of you.
spider friend. I sense you are wary. Fear not.
Yeah, we had some encounters with people less friendly than you, to say the least. So, thanks for notice, I
It
suppose.
crawls up the tree. It was
Wait,
near.
do you have seen any fairy?
Doesn't answer.
Humphrey stands there like. And okay, so the spider disappears in the canopy, like upwards.
It's
not...
yeah, it's inside the it's up in the trees somewhere. Yeah, doing its little spidery thing,
Yeah.
scuttling around.
Knock on a mushroom, like as a bye, thank you. It's good to talk to you. And I nod and just scoop around the vicinity a little bit more relaxed now. Strangely.
Yeah, I mean it's like what you would imagine a mushroom forest to look like. You do find their garden. They have a mushroom garden where there's smaller, more colorful varieties of mushrooms being kind of cultivated. And you find a little pen as well where they have some beetles just, chilling. They kind of, as you kind of like come near them, they kind of all kind of do this like, and watch you, like all like in sync. Like they all kind of shift to watch you. And as you kind of walk past them, they kind of all kind of like follow you with their eyes. I'm saying this because the first time I went into a big pigsty here in Germany. The door was opened and I stepped in, and literally it was loud. You could hear it from outside. As soon as I stepped in, this like 20 pairs of pig eyes like all went and looked at me, and they were all silent. They were huge. Like they were almost as tall as me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I was fucking scared.
Yes.
I'm using the first F-bomb there. So I mean, these aren't that big. These aren't big like that, but the beetles are doing that kind of my experience with like, farm animals. They're keeping an eye on you.
Yeah. Humphrey's not a bit weirded out, but not too much, since he's coming from a rural living family.
Yeah.
The hearth, but yeah. Okay, yeah. Humphrey would try to lurk around and see if the spider descends once again to have a little chat with him, but we can also skip to the others for now,
okay.
if you want.
So you're kind of doing your little patrol just to scope everything out. Inside the kind of the father, what do you want to call him? He's kind of rummaging around on he's got like a shelf, and he's pulling things down and setting them on the table. And it's not actually dishes to eat with. It's his wares for when travelers are coming by, you can tell. And he actually has kind of a bit of a mix of stuff. You can tell that he's a bit of a scavenger as well, like when he needs to. If he finds stuff on the steps, then he collects it and he'll use it for trade. So there's quite a kind of a mix of stuff. He has a piece of armor. So it's kind of like a let's say like a half of a breastplate of porcelain armor. Which you can tell he's kind of like shined up a bit. But it's obviously been like broken off. He has a thimble. It's a silver thimble, but it's tarnished. And it's engraved with some script that none of you can, well, maybe Gwen can, but certainly Letha and Santiago can't tell what the script is. How educated are both of you?
Academia 1.
Yeah,
Academia of 1. I mean, you've been to a fencing academy, but that's maybe not so much about learning other stuff.
Nope.
And what's your
Or
Culture
if it
is 3. Like academia is
It's
is 1,
academia.
but
Yeah.
I have academia, but I have 3 in culture. If that is of any help.
Yeah, maybe. So with the culture,
You-
you'll be able to tell that it's fairy script.
All right.
Yeah. But you can't read it. And it's, so as I said, like a tarnished silver thimble, and we're talking like a like a human thimble, so it's like a
Human thimble
bowl,
sucks.
kind of.
kind of
Yeah. So like a big bowl, like a
bucket.
salad bowl, or like a bucket. Yeah, more like a bucket.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is like, it's like his main thing. Like, ooh, look at this, you know, setting on the table. And he's making a little show of like as he's pulling things down. Oh, look, I've got this as well. He has a satchel, and it's like like some kind of a leather satchel, it looks like. And he kind of opens it up, and he pulls out a notebook from inside, and he kind of opens it very, very gently, and you can see that there's these like pressed flowers inside, flower petals. He says, "From
I
outside,
nudge.
these are from outside. These flowers,
Oh.
very valuable, I'm sure, to somebody."
Oh.
And Gwen looks very interested.
Blushes.
In that.
Yeah.
And he lets her look at it. You can see that she's got like a few notebooks like poking out of her pockets and stuff. So he's like, "Well, she's probably okay to handle this rare artifact." And his last thing that he pulls out, which is he's very proud of, and you see when he pulls it out, the daughter's like, Papa, no, not that one." He's like, "Shh." And he pulls this box down, and when he opens it up, it's a music box, and this like tinny little melody plays out, and the little girl kind of closes her eyes and kind of does a little rocking to the music. And when it's finished, he closes it again. "Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful. I imagine that's what it sounds like in the Empress's palace when they play when she has a ball."
Oh, yeah. Is it playing still?
No.
No. Could you
No.
play it again?
Certainly. He opens it up again.
Yeah. And I'll go over to the young child and says, "Do you want to dance?"
Her eyes go wide. I don't know how, sir. I don't know how.
You put your feet on my feet and your hands in my hands.
The kind of the parents kind of like freeze a bit, like, okay, I guess this is happening.
There's a slew out.
And then and then you dance with her, I guess.
Just a short dance.
Yeah. And they kind of relax as they see you're not kind of like doing any shenanigans or anything. And she goes from kind of looking a bit shocked to like having by the end a huge smile on her face.
And I lift her off my feet, and then I do a very courteous bow and say, "Thank you for the dance."
She's like, doesn't respond, just like doesn't know how to curtsy or bow back or anything like that. No courtly manners to speak of course. But you've just made her day, her month, her year, probably.
I would like to nominate Santiago for an ace for society.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm happy to give him one. That's the heart, right?
Yeah.
The heart. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have an ace of hearts.
You're doing that. Oh. Thank you.
So, are any of you interested in buying any of the stuff? They obviously have a bunch of like preserved mushrooms as well, like dried mushrooms, and I guess as you kind of, if you want to like smell any of them, they all have like, they're quite fragrant. They've been preserved quite well. Do any of you want to buy anything?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'd go for some food. I'm kind of looking at them. Do you trade for money in this region?
Oh yes, yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
I mean, we'd rather trade for food, but if
yeah,
we don't have any
actually.
food, then we'll trade for coin for sure.
Well, not really food that is better than what you have, honestly. We are living off rations. So,
Letha,
They'll.
Hmm?
do you think they have that kind of special mushrooms we found? Might be buy some here and sell them in town.
I'm
The ones
kind
we
of
found in the other forest.
not sure. I'm
don't-
looking at the mushrooms they have there.
So
Not really.
Santiago had those mushrooms on him for a while. You definitely don't
Yeah.
see anything similar. They were like a very exotic one that only grew in that part of the pine wood, the dreadwood. They don't grow here.
Okay.
But there's lots of different
Check.
exotic types of mushrooms, and he's kind of like showing you them all, and basically he'll let you buy as many mushrooms as you want. He'll take 1 coin's worth or 2 coins worth. So if you want a lot of mushrooms, you'll have to give him 2 coins. If you want just like enough for your travels, the rest of your travels on the stairs to like supplement your rations, we're talking like 1 coin's worth. You're not in a city. No one's overcharging you. Yeah.
I would actually probably go for 2 coins worth because like having enough food is always a good thing.
Yeah.
And
Sure. I mean, for 2
we
coins, you're
have a
basically-
habit of getting held up.
Yeah. For 2 coins worth, you're
Yeah.
basically buying all of the mushrooms that he has to sell, effectively. So that you're basically like Snotty's gonna just have all these different types of like, you're filling her saddlebags, so to speak, with
Yeah,
with food.
that's good.
He also has some preserved
Yeah,
beetle
that's
beetle meat as well.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Beetle
So-
jerky.
He definitely has like rations type of, like, I'm thinking more like you know, in Germany we have these like things called Kaminwurzeln, which is like it's like small salami sticks.
Yeah.
They're kind of more like that
Yes.
rather than rations, so they're kind of smoked and quite flavorful. The equivalent of whatever sort of like wild garlic mushroom they've cultivated. It's kind of been added to it, so it's got a nice. It's like, it smells really good. It smells like salami sticks, basically. And way
Yeah.
better than the mushroom
That's
jerky.
perfect.
You don't do any beverage out of mushrooms?
Oh yes, we have tea and yeah, doesn't go any
Okay.
further than
It's
that.
more for the strong
He's not.
stuff.
He's not. Yeah. Oh no. No. We have to be on our. We have to keep our wits about us. Out here where we live.
Yeah, sure. That's
Yeah.
How do you manage to get by all by yourself? I mean, I can't imagine it's easy.
Well, you know, it's a life. It's a farm. It's a bit remote. We get visitors every now and again. But yes, we're hoping when our daughter gets older that maybe she can find a life somewhere else. She's not going to meet anyone here, is she? Well, she met you, a dancing partner. That's something she'll remember for a long time. But her prospects aren't great here. Let's one day we'll have to make a trip. Maybe to Topridge, maybe to Downridge, maybe Downridge. Bit more friendly to our folk. His wife turns away when he says that and busies herself. She seemed a little bit
Why?
nervous
Did
the
you
whole time.
make some?
Not sure
Okay.
why. Like he's doing his, like, it feels like a regular sort of like salesman patter. You know, here's the goods, here's the stuff. Oh, you want to buy some of this? Oh, look at this. Look at this thimble. Isn't it beautiful? Look at this. There's like these cool markings on it, and you know, this porcelain
It's not
armor.
3 stars on it, right?
No.
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 The armor, I don't feel like
Nasty
it's
paraphernalia.
Yeah, exactly. I'm guessing that Santiago is not an armor kind of guy, like in his
Not
fencing.
really. No.
Nah. And a half one seems even worse.
I mean, you could
So
somehow like strap it on so it's kind of got to have like a partial plate
Mm.
on whatever side you're like leading with. If it's with the left or the right, then you could kind of like use it like that. But I mean, it's not going to give you any kind of mechanical benefit. It's just gonna it'd just be more for the
cool.
vibes. Yeah.
I would like to get all this package and luggage that we now have, like the mushrooms and stuff, and would love to bring them out to Snotty to have a convenient way to check in on Humphrey.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Humphrey looks. I suppose. I expect the spider did not descend once more to answer my further questions.
Nope.
Yeah. Then you see Humphrey walking around the house, but looking way more relaxed. Like gun still in his hand, but lowered, and yes, he's enjoying a little bit of peace right now, which is haven't seen in a long time, if ever.
That's nice. I'm coming out having my keys slung over my shoulder and being loaded with mushrooms and stuffs, and I'm just coming along with a lot of shit towards you.
Yeah. Humphrey's leaving his keysket against the wall and helps you.
Anything happened?
Yep, I think I solved the riddle, he said, and you see nearly a smile on his face, like, at least I had some help.
All right, what's going on?
Upwards.
You do. I mean, when you look upwards, you don't see a spider. The spider's not invisible.
Yeah, we have some common friends here, I guess.
Okay.
Keeping the place safe.
Okay. Oh, well, that's a better explanation than the TriStar. Even though the wife seems nervous the whole time. I don't know what's bugging her, but something is bugging her.
I shrug, and Humphrey says, like, maybe she would prefer to be in another place. But I suspect there is like some, I don't know, some kind of a contract here. Maybe they can't leave.
Maybe.
The spider protects them, allows them to meet other people. Yeah, I would be whispering and try to tell you all this very under my breath.
Yeah, kind of. We are just, filling the saddlebags, and you're helping me, and so we're close together, so you can silently tell me all these things.
Yeah, making extra noise while attaching the saddlebags. So I've got some auditive cover. Should go in and ask. Do you have? We all can ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I should go in and I make a writing movement. Yeah. At least no ambush. At least we're safe. So
hopefully.
Nice.
I'm still kind of nervous about this.
Yeah. I wondered if they might want to buy some of our keyskets, but on the other hand, probably this will just strengthens their own relations with the protectors.
I don't know. If there are protectors, they don't seem to have made nice experience with people at Top Ridge. Not sure what this is about, but they said they
Could it?
They would rather move for Downridge once their daughter has grown up, because they didn't have good experiences with the people above. So
Yeah.
seems
Like
to be there's also prejudice against fairies.
I cross my arms and look over to the shanty and the parts that clearly are from a wagon from the banister, and say, could it be they are survivors of the accident? They were stranded here, and, well,
They
had no
seem
other
to
way of
live here
surviving.
for quite a while.
Shrug, maybe it's not the first time. How long is the treaty? When was the treaty? How many years it is?
Like
Is
8
it
years
old?
ago?
8.
8
Yeah.
years ago.
8 or 9?
Yeah.
Oh, we're in chapter
Yeah.
3, right? Hold on.
hmm
Yeah,
8
but
years.
Yeah, I think it's 8.
but the whole Freers are a rather recent thing. They are not that much older than when we started the campaign, right?
Right. I mean, the Freers are they're like a holdover from the war before the treaty. They reject the treaty, and they made their first big move at the Bannister tragedy, which was like a year ago.
Yeah.
But they've been
A year ago,
gathering
yeah,
and they've
yeah.
been fomenting and stuff since.
Yeah.
You hear a call from inside. The stew is ready, and
All right.
from the big kind of like pot that she was cooking stew in, it smells amazing. She ladles out bowls for everybody, including for her family, and the daughter instantly, like with her spoon, is just like shoveling it down. You can see there's bits of meat in it, bits of mushroom in it. It's quite thick and hearty. Yeah, like a farmer's stew.
Yeah, Humphrey would follow inside and would politely put off his hat, hold it in front of his chest, and nod to the farmer, and lean against the wall and watching everyone eat, and tries to start a conversation, but doesn't really know how.
Yeah.
Doesn't really know when's the best moment for that.
When the wife hands you a bowl, you can see she looks a bit nervous around you. She kind of glances a couple of times, can't kind of help herself at your gun, and it's kind of like her hand just shakes a little bit as she hands you your bowl. Yeah.
Oh, I think Humphrey would have leaned his gun again against the wall, like
Sure.
He's
But
not
inside, right, or outside?
Inside,
Yeah.
inside. He's not the most maturing character, but he is way less tense than before, and
Sure.
he would try his best to do a polite and friendly nod, and would not really speak to the father, but to the room and the family in general, and says, "I'm sorry for the trouble outside. I understand that we have common friends, and this is a safe place for us. So I beg your
Common
pardon
friends?
for
What
any."
do you mean? Don't know what you mean.
He just nods and just a knowing nod to the father, and
The wife is.
I would like to apologize for my behavior earlier. You're not used to friendly faces in the last time.
I don't know if you have the wrong. Maybe you have the wrong idea. We don't know. We don't have any friends. No.
I'm not necessarily talking about other littlings, but
Oh,
no more words about that.
the spider. Oh yes, my friend.
Oh,
The spider. Yeah.
You've made friends with the spider. Oh well, okay.
Sort of.
oh.
Yeah.
Everyone
So
just
that's another story.
the whole like there was this very nervous energy building up when they mentioned the spider. It's just like it kind of just lowers, and his wife like wipes her brow and turns back to the stew. Even though she's turned the heat, like there's no heat on it anymore. She's blown out the small fire that was heating it up.
Okay. So she still nervous or
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Okay. Okay.
The girl goes over and tugs at her mom's like apron. Mummy.
Yeah.
Do they mean the man who came? Shh. Enough of that. Here, have some more stew. And we're gonna take a break. I need the bathroom.
Yeah.
And we're just over halfway
Same.
through.
Great session.
Okay.
I was falling into a conversation, but
Yeah.
I can do that later.
Keep it
Yes.
keep it in mind, and we'll get there in a second. All right. So 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a quick
Perfect.
tea as well.
10
Yeah,
minutes,
please.
perfect.
Okay. All
That's
right.
a good idea.
Alrighty.
I'll open this.
All right. It's just as you're about to open your beer.
Yeah.
You wanted to say something, right?
Oh yeah. When she says that about Santiago will try to. So you have visitors sometimes.
No. Just occasionally trading. I wouldn't say visitors. No.
Yeah. Okay. No. Did you see anything about the big caravan attack?
Again, you feel the energy in the room just
Change. Yeah.
ratchet up to some sort of nervous energy very quickly.
No worries. We're not trying to find out who did it or why. We are just curious.
It was a tragedy. It was terrible.
Yeah.
So for how long are you living here in this
Yeah.
place?
Oh, since just after the war.
Oh.
Our daughter
So
was born here.
Oh,
Hmm.
so you settled here by coincidence, or was it we are looking for this very far out place?
Well, I've been
Well-
I do enjoy mushrooms, and this seemed like a nice place. And after all the fighting, I was looking for some place quiet to start a family. Didn't know how long the truce would last. Everyone was talking about it, but well, we saw some terrible things during the war, and yes, I didn't want to bring a child up in it, so it made sense to find a quiet spot in the house. And this is where we found.
We found a quiet spot, I can guarantee you that. But there has to be more travels here now since the caravan stopped.
Yes, travelers.
That's why
come
we're
through.
traveling up here.
Travelers do come through occasionally, but
Well,
You mentioned you came from Topbridge. Any
no, I
any
didn't
tips
come,
for us
we
heading
didn't
that way?
come from Topbridge. We came from the Hearth. This is the Hearth. Sorry. From
Realm.
the what's the room called? It's the dining room, right? Yeah.
The realm, yeah.
The realm,
dining
yeah.
room,
the realm. Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah, well. Mm-hmm.
that's quite a way up here.
As I said, we've been living here for years. I guess what,
And this,
7 years now.
And this caravan parts, those is like wreckage that comes from the accident, or is it older? Well,
Oh, yeah.
I have the impression that nothing much happens here, but on the other hand,
Well,
like,
that was what,
There's
a
not going
year
on.
ago. There's a couple of steps up. You'll find the site.
Okay.
There's a big piece of wreckage. Nobody needed it. All the cleanup had happened. The scavengers have been through, and yes, it took a long time to bring that down safely, but managed.
I see. So, and there is this way station a few steps downwards. Do you have
Yes.
contact to them? I think they need
No.
steady supplies now, since the time the caravan was not in action.
Oh, was that
to
sound
say so.
this morning? It
Oh,
did
yes,
sound
it
like a
was.
caravan, just a little bit different, but yes.
Yeah.
I didn't see it myself. I heard it first thing this morning.
One carriage only. It was really interesting.
Well,
Has to be someone brave or at least very rich.
well, that charging station hasn't been manned for, well, since the tragedy. So they must have brought people with them on the carriage to resupply it. But they never did anything to do with us.
Okay.
It would be
We
a,
can't
would be a
afford
good trading
tickets.
post for you to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would be a good trading post for you to get goods from
Oh no.
the lower level
No.
and.
No. They want nothing to do with our kind.
They won't trade with you?
No.
Okay.
Your kind.
Yeah.
I mean,
No. We're poor people. We're farmers. I take it you've never traveled on the banister before the tragedy, of course.
No.
Sorry, I keep
No.
saying the banister.
No.
On the caravan. It's is for people who have a lot of money, not people like us. And you realize by us, he's talking about, he's including you in that statement. Remember, you're like dressed like a beggar, more or less.
That's true.
I mean, you have a
shabby,
gun and stuff. Yeah, but I mean, it's less about your decorum level. It's more about like you went in Juggernaut not that long ago, and your clothes are in tatters, and yet again.
And I wear a tattered and torn uniform from the
well, there wasn't
guy.
It wasn't a uniform. It was what
cloak.
It was like the cloak they were wearing. They were incognito. Yeah.
Yeah, it was it's about some grayish green as well, so
Yeah.
a little bit military maybe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I mean, you kind of you get the impression that he's maybe kind of thinking that you're maybe a bit like a scavenger yourself because you're kind of wearing a mix of stuff. Santiago, he's kind of maybe just like not including Santiago in that description there. You get the feeling. And maybe Litha and Gwen as well. But he's talking to you. And
Yeah, I'm the shabby one
impression.
here. I'm
including you in there.
Yeah, I'm the shabby one.
Like, come on. Like, they don't want nothing to do with us. And you get the impression from what he's saying, it's like, it'd be like the equivalent of taking a flight on the Concorde when the Concorde was still a thing, right?
Yeah.
Anybody could do it, but the tickets were ridiculously expensive. Yeah. And you get so I mean, that's the impression he gives, and like, oh no, they want nothing to do with us.
Well, Blushes, did you want that notebook?
Well, it's very beautiful, but no, that's fine. He looks a bit deflated. I'm not much of a naturalist myself. It's very beautiful, though.
No,
maybe,
and you
maybe
wouldn't be able to trade it with some of your friends.
Well, perhaps, but I'm an academic, Santiago. I'm not a trader. Not anymore.
No,
maybe you are interested in purchasing some collectibles from us. And Humphrey puts out the TriStar pin and pin tip and lies it on the desk with a 3 stars, very visible. They look the father straight in the eyes, like now cards on the table, sort of.
He kind of looks at it. May I? He holds his hand out.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of holds it up and is kind of looking at it. Oh, well, I can't say I've got much use for something like this. Maybe as a... I can trade you some more mushrooms for it, but it's not really... I don't really have much use for it. And he kind of hands it back to you. He looked right at the stars and didn't seem like there was any kind of recognition of what it meant or anything.
Do those stars seem somehow familiar?
No, there's stars.
You've seen him anywhere recently? Yeah, and I showed him again, tip tap with my finger.
He seems
on
genuinely
the engraved
confused.
Stars.
Stars? What? You have to remember that these are kind of there are 3 stars, like crudely, like stamped, maybe like it's a pin tip, so there's very little space on it. And the actual TriStar, their logo it's more like a round logo of the where there's meant to be like 5 stars for the royal family, and they've ripped 2 of them off, or I think it was 5. And they ripped 2 of them off, so it's kind of like the 3 star. It's more like emblematic of them rather than saying like this is their logo, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this is not produced or something like that. This is like modified by the owners. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Or a simple, ownership stamp. It doesn't have to be the organization in full. So yeah. Oh well. Thank you for good food. and it seems like you know some stuff you don't want to talk to us about. I fully understand that, but I look at Humphrey and says, and it seems like you don't have contact with the people troubling us. So, right?
I don't know what you mean by people troubling you, but no, we deal occasionally with travelers coming through like yourselves.
That's fine enough.
Just trade. We don't.
You don't.
We don't. I don't know what you're implying, but we're just simple farmers.
Well, we have troubles with an organization that call themselves as TriStar. They are fairies, but seem to be not representative for all fairy kind.
Can you all give me a test for
insight?
Insight, please. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, that's 4 at least. That's fine.
Absolutely. 2 basics.
That's going to go great.
ridiculous failure. No, never mind.
2 basic
no
for me.
successes at all.
2 basic.
Wow, nice carpet.
Santiago, I mean, you're also asking the question, so you're maybe kind of maybe a little bit more watching for a reaction, a little bit stronger than the other two, right off the bat. The wife, like, who's kind of just mechanically stirring the pot, drops you see her drop the spoon into the pot when you mentioned TriStar. The husband was kind of had like a kind of neutral sort of smile on his face while he was saying like, "Oh no, we're just dealing with people like this." And when you mentioned TriStar, his face freezes. No.
Okay. Well, there could be some coin in it for you if you talk about it, but
why are you so interested in the TriStar?
Mostly they are interested in us, so know your enemy.
Yeah, they tried to kill us. We killed some of them. Easy as that. Yeah. And I want to play like a little bit the good cop, bad cop thing with Santiago, but switching roles constantly, and try to get the experience Santiago tag team in the next role. We are questioning them maybe.
Oh yeah.
So, if you're affiliated with us, that puts a target on you as well, maybe.
Yeah, and vice versa.
His wife turns suddenly to him and says, "I can't keep doing this." I'm trying to think of a name. I'm trying to think of a not too stereotypical name. Conrad.
Conrad. Yeah.
Can't keep doing this, Conrad. He looks a bit startled.
Okay.
Shh. Not now.
Okay, I think you need to tell us what you can't do now. And I put my hand close to my pistol, but not on it.
He notices the movement.
I lay my hand on Santiago's hand and says, "No, we are friendly here, right? We are friends and peaceful."
Hopefully.
I'm kind of lifting my hands up and I'm like, hey, I feel like you can relate to the experience that we had. We ran into them and we made some really bad experiences. They are awful people and they didn't treat us with kindness just because we are different from them. And I feel like, based on your experiences with the people way up there, you said they were not taking kindly to your folks. You kind of know the experience, so please help us.
Conrad, if you won't say anything, I will. Can't keep living like this. Look, we helped one of these tri-starred, okay? A year ago, after the tragedy. A fairy came stumbling onto our step, and we helped him. He was injured. And we saw that he was, well, he told us who he was. Tri-starred. He's being hunted by that group. What are they called? The ones trying to free the upstairs?
Rears?
Yes, them.
Okay.
The husband is just kind of like slumps, like kind of leans against the wall, like, okay. We helped him escape. We helped him escape, okay? Doesn't make us tri-starred. We just helped someone who was in need, that's all.
Doesn't.
But
It's
now
okay.
the freers, they come round regularly. And for some reason they know about our contract with the spider. And they have somehow he's not protecting us from them. They don't come into the forest. And our contract is just within the forest. But we can't stay in the forest. We have to wander out. We have to scavenge for supplies. Like we can't just stay in the forest under the protection of the forest all the time. They wait for us sometimes.
But the spider allows you to leave?
Yes, our contract is, well, he will protect us while we're inside the forest. Our daughter mainly stays in here, is protected. She really wants to leave, though. And she turns to Conrad and says, Let's leave. We've talked about it enough. Let's leave. He's just shaking his head. And suddenly the woman is like grabbing Santiago by the lapels of your jacket. And her eyes are filling with tears, and she says, "Take us with you, please. Up or down, it doesn't matter. We just can't keep living like this. Please, think of my daughter."
If it was only absolutely, I will think about dance shoes. No worries. And I look at the others. For me, it's quite okay if they join us. They have done no more sin than help someone who was hurt. They didn't know his...
We won't slow you down. We won't slow you down. If anything, we can probably help you travel faster. We know these steps. We've been living here for years.
Humphrey nods slowly as well, looks to Letha. One question. Concerning the whole very complicated TriStar and Freya situation, do you know any passages into Topbridge without crossing the official customs?
They look at each other, and the man nods slowly. Yes, there's a way in the in-betweens, a smuggler's passage. I've used it a few times. It's dangerous, though. There's spiders in it, and I don't have a contract with them. So.
But I do.
No, if you don't know these stairs, you won't have a contract with these spiders, I can assure you.
Well, I'm a friend of all spiders as far as I know. And those traveling with me are under my protection. Under the protection of this truce. As long as nobody of you hurts a spider or destroys a web, we should be fine.
Well, that's the problem, you see. There's a lot of webs in that path. And they like to catch the smugglers. The smugglers often have to go down regularly to clear the webs, to clear the path. And it seems as soon as they're through, the webs are back again. That's what I mean by it being very dangerous. The spiders wait. They wait for smugglers. Or smugglers who are stupid enough not to travel in big numbers.
I look to my crew, my party.
I would say escorting these people to a safer place is a good story to tell later on. In my olden days, talk about when I danced with a mushroom forest princess. That would be nice.
Well, we don't need to take the smugglers' paths. We can just go through the main way, surely.
Well,
I know some.
We would like.
I know some of the customs officers.
Ooh. That's also.
Well, I know one of them.
Okay.
Not well. Haven't seen him in many years, but I don't know if he's still working there. But they're a good sort. Friendly for the most part.
You see, we did not have any very friendly experiences with the customs officers in Downridge, and we have reason to suspect they are in cahoots. Some of them are in cahoots with the TriStar. Does that. So, but yeah, I think we can see how the situation goes when we arrive at one place or the other. What do you think?
I'm game.
I mean, we could still split up when we are close to the city gates.
Yeah.
Like, if you can go the official path, that's good. And maybe we will have to take a different route.
Yeah.
Uh,
We'll see how we get along.
That's a problem for then, I think. But I want your guys' words that you won't sell us out to your old friend.
Let me look up what a fairy's hereditary contract is. Basically,
mm-hmm.
They must sign
that's
it.
what you would ask for. They have to sign it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have to sign it.
Okay. The only paper they have with them, I mean, I guess Gwen has paper too, but they have this like notebook, the naturalist notebook. Both of the parents are happy to sign, promising
Excellent.
that they won't sign you out.
Mm-hmm.
They
Is your
apologize that
friend still living?
their daughter doesn't know how to
sorry.
read or write, so she won't be able to sign her name. I'm assuming you're not going to force a 7-year-old to sign a contract.
No.
No.
That would be kind of culturally a little bit, extremely rude.
Yeah.
What was the
So-
question? Sorry, Jakob had a question.
No, that's traveling components. Okay.
Yeah, Humphrey would say so. Yes, acquaintance of yours. Are they still living on the upper floor, or
I haven't seen them. Honestly, I haven't seen them for a few years. It was before the tragedy.
see?
And just because I'm curious, the name of your the person you helped who was hurt.
Good one. Wanted to ask the same.
Yeah.
Claude.
Claude. Okay. No, I have not met him, so nice. And thank you for very good stew.
It's the least we could do.
Mhm.
So, just in interest of time,
Mhm.
this was scene 1 from 3 that I had prepared.
That's
Whoopsie.
wonderful role playing.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The family quickly pack up their belongings, and they have like packs on their backs and stuff. They each take a beetle with them. The little girl has there's like the most they're all kind of like a dull like a darkish color, but one of them has a slightly more like iridescent sort of shimmery pattern, and that's the one the daughter really likes. And has this bond with it where it's almost basically like a pet. And yeah, a few of the beetles kind of scutter after you. They open their pen and let the rest of them out. They do a quick harvest of some of the mushrooms in their garden. You imagine the ones that are worth maybe a little bit more that they can. You get the feeling they're gonna need something to trade with when they get to Top Bridge. Because they have basically very, very poor. And yeah.
Quick question: is the girl riding on the beetle, or is it just like more like a pet?
Nope. It's more like a pet.
So
not quite big enough to ride on. But you get the impression as you're kind of slowly getting started and stuff, they actually pull out what are these mountain climbing? When you're doing mountain climbing, you can attach these like spikes to your shoes. They have they have those.
Okay.
And for the daughter as well, and she expertly, like very quickly, ties them on. And you get the impression like she's gonna be like almost as agile as a monkey climbing up the wall probably.
Yeah.
And in fact, when you're ready to go,
Santiago,
she's almost showing off, like she climbs up a bit of the wall, like doing a mountain climb, like a mountain climber, but like really, really fast, and stops at one point and kind of turns back and grins at Santiago specifically.
And Santiago is also he makes sure that the music box is brought as well.
Yeah, they bring that. I mean, they bring that as well. They bring the notebook with the journal. Anything that's kind of portable. They kind of ask if you'll help carry some of the other stuff, and if you will like let them pack some stuff on Snotty, then they'll basically take everything that they can trade, including like the silver bucket thimble. Yeah. They leave the porcelain armor behind. You are aware, I didn't mention this before, the porcelain army, just a bit of lore information for you, is the army from the Free Domes upstairs. So their army wear porcelain armor. So maybe not the best thing to bring to that part of the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Okay, so
this armor, Humphrey would simply ask if this armor is part of a freer that attacked them or snuck into the forest, did not survive, or...
Say again, sorry?
Humphrey just want to ask where the armor is from, if it is from a freer that did not survive the encounter with the spider, or...
Oh, he found it.
He
He found it as scavenge on a step about. In fact, he would have found it like he says further a lot further down when he still scavenged further from home. You get the impression maybe near the battle site that you came across before. There was probably a lot of armor pieces and stuff that scavengers might not have been as interested in, like a broken piece. Okay. Yeah, you make your way.
Just for sake, I'm gonna tell you everyone. Santiago calls the little girl for Wall Princess.
Okay. Do you want to give her a name? Because I haven't come up with a name for her yet. Why don't you name her so I don't come up with another Conrad, Claude, and something else with a K?
What did you say?
Florentine? Maybe.
Florentine? Yes. Yeah.
What was it? Sorry.
Florentine?
Yeah.
But she's Princess of Wall Princess. That's the
Mushroom Princess. What are you calling her? What's that?
I was saying princess is the most, but mushroom princess sounds better than wall princess. So
Yeah.
princess.
It does.
And
Yeah.
does somebody want to come up with a name for his
Humphrey,
wife?
Humphrey murmurs to Letha like, weird activity for someone who can fly.
Well,
I'm
it's
calling
windy at
his
Oh,
the wife for stew. Sorry. Windy.
What? So what's the name for the what's the name for the wife? Conrad and
Charlotte.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Stew.
Okay, so you're soon on your way, and they are indeed showing you, footholds, and they're helping you with the rope and stuff, and you're making much better time than you were before. And yeah, the next step up has a few mushrooms on it, probably carried by spores on the wind from the step that they live on, but it's also a bit more windy picking up. You see there's a big crack in the in between on the wall, in the in betweens, and there's a draft coming from there across. And the next step up from that is the banister site, and Conrad does warn you before you get there at the bottom of the step as you're preparing to climb the next one, that there is a centipede that lives on this step, but it usually stays near the wall. And he says, let me check first to make sure the coast is clear. And then I'll make a sign, but we need to be as silent as possible on this next step.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would join him in scouting ahead.
Okay. So he does go faster than you because he's much more experienced at climbing the wall. But you're not far behind him, and as he's kind of peeking over the edge and kind of looking around, you come up next to him, and there's just the kind of near the banister. There's wreckage still from where the caravan fell off, and you can see the bones of some. Oh no, actually, you don't see bones. Apologies. You don't see anything else, so probably the site's been cleared at some point. But on the far side, away from the banister near the wall, you see a very, very big pile of bones.
Okay.
And he whispers to you, Good, it rests under the bones, and
Okay.
yes. You see the ladder there?
Okay.
And he points, and you can just see off in the distance that kind of above there's a ladder leading up from the kind of the bone pile up to the next step. And he whispers, it's clever, the centipede.
Yeah.
Any unwary people who don't travel here don't know about it. They add to the bone pile. But we know another way around.
Yeah.
And he kind of gestures near the banister. We just need to be very quiet.
Okay. Do I see any tracks of the centipede that I can discern how old they are?
From like the level, you're just peeking over the top, so not from where you are, but there's certainly time while the rest are coming up. You'll need to get to the top anyway. You can have a little look around. And we're talking, this is like hundreds of meters away from you right now where the bone pile is.
Okay.
So quite far. Maybe even the equivalent of like, I don't know, nearly a kilometer away.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. But centipedes are huge. Mm-hmm. They're like monstrous size. They're like kaiju sized, right?
Yeah.
So they can cover the distance very quickly. Yeah. Okay. So everyone comes up, and I'm going to ask for everybody to give me the equivalent of a stealth roll. It's to remember what it's called. It's illusion, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Move silently or stealthily. Yep. So everyone needs to give me an illusion test.
Yep.
You will want to
Yeah.
push it
Okay.
if you don't roll well. I'm gonna also roll for Gwen.
6.
You can all have a bonus die
Pathfinder
as well.
trait with this.
Okay. Yep.
Oh,
Bonus
okay.
die.
And
Because
Humphrey would like
because the family are kind of helping you, like show you, like they're showing you where to go and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah.
What's Humphrey doing?
Okay. Can Humphrey somehow? I don't think I can invoke my reputation, the largest axe of the hearth, right now. So I stick with the
No, it's a reputational thing.
bonus dice. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense that he leads by
wow.
example somehow. That doesn't.
I rolled a critical for
illusion it
Gwen
was, right?
with her 5 dice.
Or
Oh,
those are 2 basics. That's nice.
Okay, I have a critical and 2 basics.
wow.
Wow.
So I
Should
could
we-
probably help out with a basic for somebody else if they roll back.
You can help Humphreys there,
I've got.
maybe.
Nah, I got 2 criticals right now. So
Okay.
I pushed it and I got 2 criticals. So yeah.
Okay. What did Santiago get?
You said we shouldn't push it, or should we push it?
Well, I mean, depends what you got.
I have 2 basics.
Then no, because
I could
Letha
help you
can
out
give
with
you
basic.
can give you 1. So between
Yeah.
all of you, you've got criticals, which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have to pull the chase scene as you're escaping from the centipede chasing after you.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, you make your way stealthily across, and Conrad shows you a way up, kind of near the banister, and you're soon above that level. And it's not much longer until making good time. It's just starting to get dark. You can start seeing from like the edge of as you're climbing up onto the top of a step and you're on the edge looking up, you can actually start seeing bits of top ridge. And you're getting even closer. You're probably maybe 2 steps below. You get up to the next step. And you hear a shout as you're kind of coming up. And you see that there is, at the far end, like near the wall, there's a group approaching you. Probably about 6
We are
to 8 littlings. Yeah, go on.
out of the range of the centipede, right?
Oh yeah. You're like 3 or 4 steps up now from the centipede.
Okay, cool.
Cool. And what is the shout? Is it hello there, or halt, or
Like halt. Or more,
Okay.
stop! Wait there! Quite a commanding voice.
okay? I look over at the others. Does this sound like military guard people?
We don't know yet. But I'm shuffling in front of the wife and the daughter.
Yeah.
Humphrey does as well. He keeps his gun lowered, his keys get lowered, but very broad in front of the peasants.
I'll hand over the officer's pistol to you, Humphrey.
Okay. Okay.
If they are fairies and official.
Well, I suspect someone else, but
Yeah. Me too.
Okay. Everyone gets up to the top, and approaching you is a group of it's actually a group of sprites. And they are wearing the uniform of guards, but like Topridge or Freedom guards. So definitely not fairies. Not one of them is a fairy.
Oh. Okay.
And as they approach, they kind of like spread out around you. There's 8 of them. And one of them
do they
steps
wear
forward.
like porcelain armor or?
No. The porcelain soldiers are a very specific type of soldier.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, yeah, kind of like elites a little bit.
Hmm?
I imagine stormtroopers that can actually hit their targets, maybe a little bit.
And porcelain white as well, of course.
Yeah.
Santiago will step a little bit further from people so he can swing around, do stuff if he needs to.
Yeah, one of the one that steps forward is an Undine. Undine is a like a water sprite, and why don't each of you give me a oh man, I keep forgetting the name for it. Insight, yeah, thank you. Insight. Test. Yeah.
All of us, or
yeah, all of you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I am good at insight at the moment. A critical.
This is a basic. I'm gonna push it. 2 basics. Yeah.
Okay. Still not enough.
Shiny
Letha,
boots you got now.
Okay. So Santiago,
no.
Santiago gets the impression that this like guard captain, one who seems to be in charge, stepping forward, is a little bit nervous.
Hello,
says,
good evening to you, good sir.
Yes,
I'll try to
yes.
smile and make him happy. Yeah.
Coming up the stairs, eh? It's a rather big party.
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
What's your business in the Freedoms?
We are escorting a learned person who wants to visit friends.
And well,
we have
what's
had our
with the,
troubles on the way. It's not safe.
Well, the stairs are not a safe place. What's with the fairies? Kind of gestures to the family who kind of grouped together.
A poor group of people we found on the way that was not safe on the stairs, so we are helping them to more civilized areas.
Fairies you met on the way, on the stairs.
Yes.
You there, he calls to Conrad.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of like, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to come to the Freedoms? You know that fairies aren't particularly welcome here. That's not what I heard, sir.
I also have a distinct...
I'm lowering my weapon and stepping forward. I mean, I'm very obviously a sprite.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, those people are okay. I mean, they have a little child and they want a better life for her.
One of the captains kind of
you
like...
know how...
Go on.
You know how things go for poor people, even amongst the fairies.
So we should be taking in refugee fairies, is that what you're saying? Want to make a better life in our society? Because they've made the house worse for everybody else?
Not them. I mean, there are other people in charge, and I for sure know how they made everything worse for me. I can actually attest to that. But I can only speak for myself and my friends here, but I don't want to reciprocate the same thing towards other people. I really don't want to be that person. So yes, this is just a family of farmers.
I see. You have reason not to trust fairies. Do you?
I do. But I trust those people.
One of the other guards walks up and kind of taps the captain on the shoulder, and they kind of take a step away from you, and he whispers. The other guy's like whispering to the captain, and he kind of points a couple of times at the family, and you hear the captain say, "You sure? Really? All right, we'll need to see your papers. We'll need to just make sure you're not contraband. Yes, you're not bringing any contraband into the freedomes."
Sure.
Guards, some of
Absolutely.
the other guards start stepping forward.
We did find some stuff on the way we felt like wasn't safe to just have laying around.
Yeah.
Yes. Scavenge, of course. Yes. Don't worry about that.
I make. Well, indeed, we have been attacked by a few fairies. May be of interest to you.
Oh, really?
And I just show him the pin tips with a tri-start. Maybe the symbol says something to you. And maybe we've got the same enemies.
His eyes squint.
And I want to like really, really calm but bold. Not really a swagger, that's not what Humphrey does, but having his keys get very loosely over the shoulder, and then just holding him the pin tip, even with the tip in the direction of his own chest. Show him I'm not afraid of this guy, and I would like to evoke the biggest balls of the hearth in this interaction somehow. The biggest eggs of the hearth. Excuse me.
Okay. Yeah, we'll handle that narratively rather than mechanically. He kind of looks. He instantly spots the 3 stars, and he's like, kind of glances up at you. And he's like, "You killed them? What did
Fair share of them.
Did you ambush them, or what happened?"
They ambushed us. Yeah, at the polished nail over the on top of the battlefield. One sniper, she took him out. And the 2 other ones, well, I shot one.
Oh, you should have been there. It was such a fight. The Happy here just tossed me like a glove. I landed on top of one of them, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, not the first time we had a little kerfuffle with them.
Who has the note from for Alexander?
Letha.
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay. They're still wanting to search all of your stuff. You gonna allow them?
Yeah, I show him the officer's pistols and say, well, taken for the road. And,
well, that's
also the officer's pin.
That's some good booty you've got there. Yeah. Might be plenty of people willing to
Do you think we
pay you well for it, if with a story behind how you won them.
Or could it be possible to get some papers for them so it won't be as risky?
You won't need papers for those. Don't worry. You hear Gwen
while the guys are talking to the guards, I would like to hide that paper.
I mean, there's almost
like...
no chance because they're coming up to each of you to
yeah.
to search you. So trying to hide it is gonna be pretty obvious. Because there's somebody basically asking to see your bag and to starts going through everything. You can definitely give me a test for it, but you're gonna be at a disadvantage. So you can have a minus.
Can we
a -1 to it? Yeah.
Can we give one more dice because we give a little distraction with our big tails?
Yeah. Humphrey and Santiago is showing, acting out the battle.
Sure.
With,
I'll let each of you give her a help, which is 2, but you're still getting the -1, so that's a +1 to dexterity, I guess.
Okay. Oh shit. Yeah. I mean,
go. Do you have an experience that will help you, like your
Sneaky.
experience with the customs before or something like that.
Does my being target of prejudice kind of help with that they kind of sympathize with me
I mean-
as a fellow sprite?
I mean, how would you use it here? Probably, maybe.
Like I've stated before that I don't trust fairies and that I've kind of encountered my fair share, so they kind of give me a little bit of a cut me some slack because I'm a fellow sprite and kind of actually sharing the sentiment.
Yeah. Okay.
And you look also a bit downtrodden, right? Like you have seen some
Yeah.
shit the last few days. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to see the. I need to just double check on. I can't remember where it is in the book. It's under the advancement, isn't it, for how the experiences work? You just get a +1, right?
Think so.
Yeah.
Righty.
Yeah. So you'll get another one for that for using your targeted prejudice. So you're looking at a +3
All right.
-1, so you have +2 to your. What was your? It's 3, right? So 5 dice.
Yeah. Yeah. That is one critical.
Okay.
I wouldn't push it because chances of 2 dice ruining my one thing is too great.
Okay.
But
All right.
well, while kind of, I had it in my back pocket and I kind of, scratch my lower back and I just shove it in my underpants.
Your kind of desperation somehow gives you strength or skill, and you manage to somehow, like, while you're like moving around to like get your bag off your shoulder and stuff, you kind of like pull it out and kind of like palm slide it up, like up your sleeve a little bit, so it's hidden up your sleeve, and you manage to do it right under his nose. While everyone else is kind of doing the distraction stuff, and they kind of go through everything. They're relatively thorough, but doesn't seem like they are. You're not really sure what they're looking for, if they're looking for anything. But it's a different story for the family. They're going through very, very closely. They are patting them down roughly, including the daughter. And she starts crying, like, kind of quietly to herself. And they're asking, they actually ask, like, is this are these parcels on the mouse from the family that you're escorting?
They're from us. Both are from us.
Gwen also steps forward and says, "No, they're mine. They're mine." And they kind of rifle through them a little bit, like not as closely. All right, well, go on then.
All right.
Thank you. I will go around and talk to them and see if I can catch any names. And you don't need to name me. Yeah.
Also wanted. Good evening, Captain. And I like hold my hand out, just like for a shake.
He shakes your hand. Or you like? Are you doing something specific with it, with the shake?
Yeah, just like names Lockwood, in case you got trouble with, well, TriStart. Can let us know.
Well, Lockwood, you ever want to really stick it to the fairies? Just mention the name Alexander. He gives you a wink.
I see.
That'll open doors.
Well, Alexander,
Thank you,
my
I
name
want to
is.
hear that.
I mean, he's maybe speaking quietly, but not like whispering.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Alexander. It's been a pleasure. And I just
No.
Very.
My name's not Alexander. Just
My bad.
just drop the name. It'll open doors.
Okay. And I just
He
take
kind
a
of he leans
asking
right
look at
in.
him.
He kind of leans right in and kind of whispers in your ear. It's a code word, you see.
Yeah. I got it, but I just wanted to know your name. But if you're not comfortable with telling me, it's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Well. Good night, Captain. And very awkwardly.
He doesn't offer. He does
Go
not offer to
away.
tell you his name. You don't see any kind of
Yeah.
like badge or anything on his uniform. Give me an observation. Oh no. Hold on. Give me a specific type of test.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably gonna fail it.
Yeah.
Is it society of some kind of way?
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta check all the descriptions because society hasn't been used very much lately. In this...
No, I want to use it more. It's my skills. That and killing stuff.
Oh, it's a difficult one. I think it's actually culture.
Oh.
Oh, okay, that's also
culture with academia. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Yeah, so give me a culture. Give me a culture test.
Can I invoke my
still
reputation fairy killer to be that he's more sympathetic
No,
with me, or
not in this case. It doesn't actually apply to this specific test. I'm not telling you what you're rolling for exactly.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. No.
Yeah. Okay. In fact, all of you can give me a culture test if you want.
Oh yes.
I'm not sure how high you are. Oh,
That's at least 4 dice. That's okay.
1 basic success.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Yep, nothing. So
All right.
yeah, they're letting you pass. You hear oh man, I just not noted her name down. Sorry, the mushroom princess. What was her name?
Charlotte? So Florentine.
Florentine.
Yeah.
Florentine. You hear her say to her mother, as you're kind of walking past. Did you see him? He was there, wasn't he? Shh. The mum says. But mummy, he's one of the bad men.
Hey, princess. Do you want to dance again?
No, I just want to be away.
Do you want to ride my shoulders?
Yes, please.
Yeah. I'll lift her up and put her on my shoulders for a while.
The mum places her hand on your shoulder very lightly and says, "Thank you."
Huh? I will need that story later on.
So you kind of walk away from the guards. If you glance back, they're kind of a couple of them are watching you as you're leaving, but they're not like trying to like follow you or stop you or anything. As you're walking towards the stairface, and you actually notice on this step there is actually a ladder going up to the next level. And you hear Conrad say, as you get closer to the bottom of the ladder, Conrad says, "Strange, the checkpoints are not usually this low down. I wonder why."
Yeah, the Freers are getting really bold. Are they parading around like that?
Well, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize one of them. He's one of them is a Freer. You mentioned.
Oh, but not all of them?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I only recognized one. I don't know every Freer, of course. But
well, the captain seemed to have.
The one who was talking to the whispering to the captain. That was
animosity.
that one.
Yeah.
It's probably the same with with a Tri-Start. Also, the Freers are also amongst the official groups.
Yes, well, he's one of the Freers who's been to our house. He's harassed us.
All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Okay.
he survived the spider.
Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back at him. No, he.
No, no, no,
I
no.
told you they know
No,
about
no.
the spider. They don't come into the forest. They wait for us. Wait for me and my wife to leave the forest
Well-
when we're going scavenging, and then they question us.
Huh?
Look, I'll tell you everything when we get to
I'm-
Topridge, okay?
Yeah.
We're safe.
Never mind.
I'm guessing they are setting up fake checkpoints to take what they need for their kind of fights they want to fight.
Maybe.
Mm.
And also, I mean, they are prejudiced.
Mhm.
So I feel like this is something that is happening everywhere, kind of.
Okay. So
That's
you-
really shitty, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Santiago looks a bit confused and, yeah, it's always been shitty.
You climb up the ladder then to the next
Humphrey
level?
would sort of sneak.
Yep.
Yeah, when we wait at the bottom of the ladder, Humphrey would sneak up to you, Santiago, and would give you like, I don't know, like 2 coins, and
Okay.
very raspy murmur. I know that you eyed the music box.
And it's for the girl.
Yeah, but you can, sort of gift it to them. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
He'll turn his head, looking directly at you, and you see a half smile, and he says, "You're a good man, Happy."
Yeah, maybe.
He'll grab the coins, of course.
Do any of you glance back
So,
or look back?
Yeah.
I will
absolutely.
probably.
Okay.
I think it's like the least suspicious if I do it.
Mhm.
Okay. You notice 2 of the group of the guards are running kind of sideways from you.
Oh.
And you see that there's also another
Oh,
ladder
right.
further down the stair. They seem to be heading towards it.
Ugh.
You can't tell who at this distance. It's also starting to get dark. But yeah. Okay.
So they are also going up, those 2 guys?
Well, they're heading for
and-
the other. Looks like they're heading for the other ladder that would go up again.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I guess they are trying to warn the others that we're
Mm-hmm.
coming up.
What, Rasmus? You seem to, or is it about that?
There was about if that ladder also went up. I think that was a confusion there. That was
There's 2 ladders on this step, at least 2 that you can see going up. You're at one, and further, much further down, is another ladder.
Mhm.
In fact, when they called you
Okay.
before, hey, stop, they were kind of near that ladder to start off with,
Mhm.
if that makes sense. Okay,
All right.
you make your way up the ladder, and you're kind of, I guess, glancing over, and you do see that they do start climbing up the ladder themselves very quickly. And in fact, both of them are at the top before your whole group makes it up.
Mm.
But yeah, you get to the top, and the first thing that you notice is that there's a group of guards coming towards you. Welcome to Topridge. You can see Topridge
Oh.
looming above them. This is a step below Topridge.
Mhm.
This is
Hello.
we need to see your papers. I'm assuming you
Your
want to enter.
colleagues down there already checked those, but you can of course see them again.
No. We are the customs patrol for Topridge. No one else.
Ah. Oh well, then you had some shenanigans going down.
You notice that their uniforms look much more uniform and crisp and clean than the previous group.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Well, then you had a group down there did impersonate you.
Yeah.
Well,
They're coming up. No, I didn't see that. Sorry. Yeah.
well, Slua, there are all sorts of scoundrels in this world, in this house.
Oh,
It's not my
Now it
problem
feels-
if you're a naive bumpkin and let them do whatever they want. Regardless, papers. That sort of attitude. They go through it. They kind of do a cursory look through everything. They don't seem to care much more about the family. In fact, they seem to ignore the family largely. Like, oh, they're poor.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? They're most interested in Santiago, actually. And the pin tips and the pistols and stuff, they don't really seem to care about that too much. If you're not trying to hide them, I don't know.
Oh, I think Humphrey would show him one of those pin tips and said, like, yeah, we were attacked. I know those are illegal, but you should know there are dangerous folk around. And I tap the 3 stars on one of those tips.
All sorts of ne'er-do-wells causing problems on the stairs. Well, you did a great service to the house by
Is there any...
stopping them.
We did our best.
Is there any
Look, you
kind
should
of
have
bounty on
papers for
those
these, but
scoundrels?
I understand how dangerous it is on the stairs. So you can get some paperwork in Topridge. You'll just need to sign. Well, you're Bogart, right? So you'll need to give your word that what you're saying on how you came across them is. You have to sign a contract, basically. About how you came across them, and in return you'll get some papers for it. But everything seems to be in order here. You're not. I guess they don't really Letha. They don't really search Letha, like barely at all. So, hiding the letter is not difficult.
Righty.
Okay, and you're through your second checkpoint.
Yeah.
And just aware of the time, we're kind of out of time, but we're gonna actually, because we're not gonna have a full group in 2 weeks' time. We're not. We're actually gonna park the campaign for a few months, as we are going to be starting a scenario of things from the flood, which Rasmus is going to be running for us. In 4 weeks' time, so in two of our sessions. So in 2 weeks we're gonna figure out. There's gonna be two, myself and two of the group. We'll figure out what we're gonna play together. Probably some sort of co-op thing, I imagine, low prep type of thing. So that'll be just like a one shot, and then after that, 2 weeks after that, we're gonna start the scenario for Things from the Flood. So, I like how we're just entering a new location. And before we actually go into the details of what this location is all about, it's nice to kind of leave it as it like where it is. Lots of questions kind of hanging in the air. And I kind of feel like we're not done with this chapter. Normally when a chapter ends, it's a certain number of months go by until the next chapter starts. But I feel like there's still quite a bit to unpack here. Yeah, at least getting to the university in Tuberdam, which might be a few more sessions, I think. So we'll pick that up because of wanting to do something Christmassy with the Things from the Flood. It's kind of kind of been planning this for a while. So yeah, thanks very much, everyone, and I hope you're okay with leaving it as we did.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm kind of actually curious about your thoughts on things, like what's going on.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, lots of thoughts, theories.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun to have a character who has one set of thoughts, and I think of something else. So I thought, what would Santiago think this is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll park it there, and thanks everyone for watching, and we'll catch you in 2 weeks' time for a one-off of something to be decided. All right.
Yep.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Okie doke. Give it a sec. Give it a sec.